You're standing at the edge of a cliff staring down at the abyss of fear. It's a pivotal moment when you're faced with a choice. Do you step back or do you take a leap of faith into the great unknown? In our episode today, Overcoming Fear and Doing the Hard Stuff Anyway, we'll explore strategies to confront your fears head on. Whether it's asking a question or speaking your truth in a room full of peers, taking a bold step into the unknown, or challenging yourself in ways that keep you on edge. If you're ready to face your fears, or at least look them in the eye, to become a better, happier version of yourself, you're in the right place today. Hi, I'm Chris Clark, a certified Axiogenics self-leadership development coach. My passion is helping leaders discover simple changes they can make to dramatically improve their lives. Stay tuned for practical insights, real-life stories, and strategies that will help you reshape your narrative, empower your decision-making, and guide you toward conquering your fears, both big and small. I'm excited to embark on this journey with you. Before we jump in, I want to share a bit about myself. My journey into coaching and self-leadership development started 30 years ago when my dad launched his coaching and consulting practice. You could say I kind of grew up with coaching others. I spent the next 30 years learning from him while also working in the corporate world of human resources and raising my family. I practiced and applied everything I was learning in coaching and development while also assessing, evaluating, and hiring candidates, as well as coaching employees, managers, and executives. I've dabbled as an independent coach since 2008. In 2018, my dad and I co-wrote a book called Living a Richer Life, It's All in Your Head. See the links below. And late last year, I embarked on this brave, bold, new adventure. I stood on the edge of the cliff myself and decided to use the expertise I've gained in the corporate world to help leaders and business owners just like you. My own path in becoming an entrepreneur has required me to stretch out my wings and leap. It involves conquering my fears on a daily basis and do things that are incredibly exciting and sometimes daunting. I chose to leave the steady and known corporate world. I've had to learn how to manage my own business, and I'm learning to share my message in a variety of ways, which led me to creating YouTube videos, another thing that was way beyond my old comfort level. But I've never been one to say I don't know how to do something. I'm more of a person who says I'll Google it. You see, I believe that the more you do something, the better you get at it. So trust me when I say I understand how difficult it can be to face our fears and do the hard stuff anyway. You see, fear is a natural part of life. We all experience it from time to time, and it can manifest in various ways. But what's important to remember is that fear is not your enemy. It's a signal that something meaningful, important, maybe even transformative, lies beyond your comfort zone. Think about this for a moment. As my friend and colleague Tracy Duez explains it this way, you're single, you're out at a bar, and you look across the way and you see someone you're very attracted to. You probably feel a little bit of fear. You want to meet them, but what if they don't want to meet you? Your brain is receiving a signal. This meeting becomes important and terrifying. If you meet them, something good might happen. Fear can actually be a sign that you should run toward something rather than away from it. This change all by itself can make a big difference in how you think about fear. Let's start by looking at the science of fear. When we encounter something challenging or unfamiliar, our brain's amygdala, that little almond-shaped structure in our brain, signals a fight, flight, or freeze response. It's a primitive system designed to keep us safe from harm. But in our modern lives, this response can sometimes hold us back, preventing us from taking the necessary risks to grow and succeed. So, while we're not experiencing an actual threat in our environment, like a saber-toothed tiger that's stalking us, our brains don't know the difference between real and perceived danger. What's fascinating to realize is that our brains are wired to perceive unfamiliar situations as threats. This is rooted in our evolutionary history when the unfamiliar often equaled danger. So now, or still, every time you think about stepping out of your comfort zone, much like standing on the edge of that imaginary cliff, your brain may sound the alarm bells and you feel fear. Now let's talk about what research has shown about doing the hard things despite our fear. Studies have consistently revealed that the most significant growth occurs when we push through our fears. In fact, it's often fear that signals an opportunity for substantial development. Have you ever heard the phrase, "the magic happens outside the comfort zone"? Well, that's not just a catchy phrase, it's backed by science. Researchers have found that facing our fears leads to increased self-confidence, expanded skill sets, and a deeper sense of purpose. In researching this topic, I was curious about the benefits of learning to overcome fear. I wondered if learning to face our fears could help us become more resilient. What I learned is that resilience is like a muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it becomes. Every time you tackle a fear and do the hard stuff anyway, you're flexing that resilience muscle, making it more robust and capable. When you face your fears and persevere, you build the emotional and mental fortitude to handle future challenges with greater ease. So yes, it turns out that resilience is a beautiful byproduct of doing the hard things anyway. And in the words of Brendon Burchard, a renowned personal development expert, he once said, "The more you experience the emotion of fear, the less you fear the experience." He reminds us that facing our fears is a journey, and the more we confront them, the less power they hold over us. This insight encourages us to embrace fear and consider it a stepping stone towards reaching our goals. Now let's move on to the practical side of things. Here are 5 practical tips that can help you overcome fear. Acknowledge and embrace your fear. The first step is to recognize your fear and accept it as a natural part of your journey. Don't try to suppress it. Instead, make friends with it. Number 2, break it down. Big challenges can be overwhelming. Break your challenges into small, manageable steps. This not only makes your goal or task seem less intimidating, but it also provides a clear roadmap to follow. Hire an expert or seek support. Don't expect that you'll be good at everything. Hire an expert for things you don't know how to do but still need to be done, like doing your taxes or fixing your car. And lean on your support network. Whether it's friends, family, a mentor, or a self-leadership development coach, having someone on your side can really make a difference. Number 4, visualize success. Remember a time when you faced a fear and everything worked out well. Think about how good you felt about yourself for facing your fear and persevering. This can help you reframe your perspective and shift your focus from fear to motivation. Spend time visualizing yourself accomplishing this difficult task or living your new life as if it's already happened. This will help you shift your energy and manifest a life you love living. Number 5, take the first step. Often the hardest part is just getting started, so don't get stuck in your head waiting for the fear to disappear. Take that first step. Messy action is better than no action at all. You'll find that fear diminishes as you move forward. So my friends, I hope this video has inspired you to face your fears, or at least a small one, and embrace the idea of doing hard things anyway. Remember, every significant accomplishment started with the small step outside of someone's comfort zone. If there is something you want to improve, change, or make better, and you're afraid to get started, I'm here to support you on this journey. Together, we can take steps to confront your fear, build resilience, and help you lead a more fulfilling life. Thank you for joining me today. If you found this content helpful, please like and subscribe, and see the links below if you're interested in learning more. As always, I look forward to your comments. And if you have any questions or would like specific topics covered in the future, please share them below. And until next time, take care, be courageous, and keep moving forward. You've got this.